Hi, my name is Joshua Arce. I'm running for the San Francisco Board of Supervisors in District 9, representing the Mission, Bernal Heights, Portola, and St. Mary's Park. I'm running for supervisor because City Hall has failed our neighborhoods. We have seen rising rents, an increase in evictions, homeless residents suffering on our streets, a lack of trust between our police and communities of color, inadequate transportation options, far too many destructive fires, and a loss of our longtime businesses. Unfortunately, I believe we've seen the best of what the status quo in City Hall can do, and we deserve so much better. By way of background, like so many of us, I'm the product of immigrants. My great-grandfather came from Mexico to work in the fields in hopes that our family would have a better life. Nearly 20 years ago, I moved to San Francisco to go to law school, and I became a civil rights attorney fighting for tenants who were being evicted, those who were losing their jobs, and victims of police brutality. As a civil rights attorney, I eventually founded my own nonprofit, Brightline Defense, and we worked to shut down San Francisco's last remaining dirty power plant and guarantee jobs for our local community members. I've served on the board of the city's oldest and largest affordable housing nonprofit, making me the only candidate who has actually built affordable housing with these own hands. I went on to work with our local progressive leaders to write and pass the most successful local hiring program in the country, giving thousands of good-paying construction jobs to local residents. I had the opportunity to serve as the first Latino president of the San Francisco Commission on the Environment, passing measures to require solar panels on all new construction, ban coal from coming into our port, and increase urban agriculture. For me, when I think about the environment, I also think about healthy and safe communities, safe for immigrant families, safe for those who are raising kids in our neighborhoods, safe for those who may have engagement with law enforcement as we continue the path toward meaningful police reform. As a member of the San Francisco Democratic Party, I also passed resolutions supporting gun control, San Francisco's status as a sanctuary city, increasing affordable housing, community-based policing, and open source voting. I'm also your neighbor. I live in the heart of the Mission District, right at 24th and Harrison, in a rent-controlled apartment where we've spent the better part of a decade with my wife Lisa, an immigration attorney, and our two young boys. We've seen firsthand what a decade of disappointment and inaction from our City Hall representatives has done to our community. A decade of building no affordable housing has led to a severe affordability crisis and a homelessness epidemic. If I have the honor of serving as your supervisor, we're going to turn things around and shake up the status quo in City Hall. My number one priority will be to build affordable housing, affordable for all of us. That's why last month I announced a bold new proposal to not only build much-needed housing, but to use those resources to fund a brand new BART station at 30th and Mission. Our plan will be to deliver housing for everyone. Also, to protect tenants, we need to continue to push the state to reform the Ellis Act and Costa-Hawkins. For our homeless residents, to get them into permanent housing, we need to build more of this affordable housing and also be smart about how we use existing funds. I support the Navigation Center model and efforts to expand this model throughout the city. We also have to fight income inequality by ensuring that local residents and disadvantaged workers have access to the best jobs created in this booming economy. As I mentioned, I champion the local hiring policy that guarantees thousands of construction jobs for local residents, including formerly incarcerated workers and limited English speakers. As supervisor, I'll work to expand this program into the technology and healthcare sectors as well. In addition to proposing the brand new BART station, I've also announced plans to make sure that pedestrians, cyclists, and drivers can get around the streets safely. As you're deciding who you want to represent you in November, you have a choice between maintaining the status quo that's been running City Hall for all these years, or electing a proven progressive Democrat with a fresh outlook who can hit the ground running on day one. Our neighborhoods deserve change in City Hall, and I believe with your help we can turn things around. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you want to learn more, please visit our website at joshuaarce.com. But I hope that you will join Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, Secretary of State Alex Padilla, California State Senate Pro Tem Kevin De Leon, Board of Equalization Chairwoman Fiona Ma, Democratic Party Chair John Burton, firefighters, the Alice B. Toklas LGBT Democratic Club, Latinos Unidos, and the District 9 Tenants Alliance, as well as hundreds of community leaders who are supporting my campaign. On November 8th, I would be honored if you would vote for Joshua Arce for supervisor. Thank you.